I am very doubtful whether history shows us one example of a man who, having stepped outside traditional morality and attained power, has used that power benevolently. C.S. Lewis, The Abolition of Man. Chapter 1. Half past a windless midnight, rain cantered out of the Gulf. Across the shore and the levees, parades of phantom horses striking hoof rhythms from roofs of tar paper, tin, tile, shingles, slate, counting cadence along the avenues. Usually a late-night town where restaurants and jazz clubs cooked almost until the breakfast hour, New Orleans was on this occasion unlike itself. Little traffic moved on the streets. Many restaurants closed early. For lack of customers, some of the clubs went dark and quiet. A hurricane was transiting the Gulf, well south of the Louisiana coast. The National Weather Service currently predicted landfall near Brownsville, Texas, but the storm track might change. Through hard experience, New Orleans had learned to respect the power of nature. Deucalion stepped out of the Lux Theater without using a door, and stepped into a different district of the city, out of light, and into the deep shadows under the boughs of moss-robed oak trees. In the glow of street lamps, the skeins of rain glimmered like tarnished silver. But under the oaks, the precipitation seemed ink-black, as if it were not rain, but were instead a product of the darkness, the very sweat of the night. Although an intricate tattoo distracted curious people from recognizing the extent of the damage to the ruined half of his face, Deucalion preferred to venture into public places between dusk and dawn. The sunless hours provided an additional layer of disguise. His formidable size and physical power could not be concealed. Having endured more than 200 years, his body was unbent bone and undiminished muscle. Time seemed to have no power to weather him. As he followed the sidewalk, he passed through places where the glow of street lamps penetrated the leafy canopy. The mercurial light chased from memory the torch-carrying mob that had harried Deucalion through a cold and rainless night on a continent far from this one, in an age before electricity. Across the street, occupying half a block, the Hands of Mercy stood on an oak-shaded property. Once a Catholic hospital, it closed long ago.